Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people. Our hearts go out to those who have been taken by hurricane down in Florida. It is absolutely pathetic. I don't even want to call the hurricane's name. Just call it the hurricane. They say it's one of the worst that's ever come through this way. And there have been some rough ones. But it's not just happening here. It's happening in China, Indonesia, Philippines. It's happening in Puerto Rico. It's happening in New Orleans. It's happening in Missouri. It's happening in Kentucky. It's happening in Nevada. And it's happening in Florida, and we don't know where tomorrow will indicate it has been. And to say that our hearts go out, that sounds good, but it's going to take more than that to deal with a disaster such as this. It's going to take some love, and the complication or lack thereof will be determined by the amount of love that is able to exist through the people, through humankind. And if we haven't been taught that much about humankind might be like a foreign language. It might be something like we don't know, and so we can't respond, and we're just lost. But by God, there is something called love somewhere, and it is always speaking loud and clear. And all it takes is one that is looking for love, one that is needing some love, one that is wanting some love, to recognize love when it's being made real. And that's the essence of what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, love being made real. To deal with the problems of the day. It's not that complicated. It seems that way, but it's not. All it takes is the right way. All it takes is the proper way. All it takes is the just way, what I call the righteous way. And it can deal with any problem. You see, there's a young man, I believe, I just want to use his name. I think his name is Mr. Elon Musk. He's considered as one of the richest men in the world. I don't know if I got his first name right, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he's loaded with dough as far as the information goes. But the truth of it is this, ladies and gentlemen, especially you men. He is a man just like you and I. And what is required of us as men is required of him. And he has no more of a man than any of us. Now, what he does have that is really unique, he has some genius. He's a very smart man, I assume, because they say he's done some great things, whatever they might be. I'm not knocking him, but I'm saying if he's a genius, he's a genius. But if he is a genius, he is a genius because of the same reason that he has a nipple. It's part of his work makeup. And this genius is part of what he is about. And the same power that gave him a nipple gave him the genius, and it is for a purpose. And what is that purpose? That purpose is to serve humankind. Every genius, everybody that comes on this earth has got something to do. Some are geniuses to bring in new things like a computer, like a car, like the electric lights and all those other things that just shocked us. But then there's a requirement as well for those who don't come here as genius, but they come here as an expert in what they have been given to do. And the point of it all is that they get their greatest joy, my friends, from exercising that gift, from doing that gift, using that gift. And everything else is just cream on the top. Now, what are they doing with those gifts? Everything that is being done right now in the development from the root core to the whatever we see today that's taking place, that is in the process, in the making of all that happens today. Now, the plan is great. That's what we continue doing. In the past, we didn't do stuff because we loved it. Many of us didn't. We did it for a job. But now the opportunity exists for everybody to engage themselves in the career that gives them. And I'm telling you, this is new. This is brand new. You think about, search, many of you already know what it is that you just wish you could have been doing. Whatever it is, now the opportunity presents itself for you to do it. And in doing it, you are fitting in with the pattern that's already designed for all of these different things to come together. And in the process, make sure that every human being on the face of the earth has housing, adequate housing, the kind that they love. And when disasters come around, like what's happening in Florida and other places, the men, the human population, the women who are engaged in the process of creating houses and all of the other things for living facilities are excited because now is the time for everybody else who plays a part in that process from the rock bottom all the way to its core to engage itself and make sure that the most fantastic housing that you could ever imagine is the result of this hurricane. And we the people had a chance to show the hurricane, you can't top us, we got this. And the people are back. My. That's power. That's power. But see, what happens usually is that we focus on money. And money is supposed to do the same kinds of things that I just got through expressing. The difference is that the money can do that for some. I think in our nation right now or in the world it's just 1%. But the program that I'm telling you about is 100%. That means for everybody. Even guys like Musk, who's the richest man on earth, they say, or one of them, won't lose a thing, except he got no prestige and no power over anybody beyond what how excited they are about the gifts that he brings to serve humanity with, because they're all wonderful and excited because of what Musk has engaged himself in. That and the same as each and every last one of us. We're excited about one another because this fantastic life is a result of we the people deciding that we're not going to lie. We're not going to cheat. We don't have to do that. Why? Because we know the truth. And we stand up against a lie. I don't care what that lie is put in power to say it's going to force you to do something. No, buddy. I think that the truth is like God. God don't bend for no bull. And if you walking in the truth, you don't bend for no bull. You say, well, they're going to put you in jail. Then go to jail. If you living in a place that if you stand up for truth, they put you in jail, then go to jail gladly. With your head up in the air. And what if they blow your brains out? Well, then thank them, because you don't have to live in this hell. All you got is your love. And when you give that, hey, there ain't nothing else you can give. They either accept it or they reject it. Love is love, baby. I'm trying to tell you the difference between the way we can do things versus the way we do things. Now, these natural disasters is a call for mankind to respond. I'm listening, and they're saying that it's going to take so many billions of dollars to just deal with certain areas. It has nothing to do with other parts. So all of a sudden, money is going to be used just to do this stuff. And yet at the same time, people are doing stuff with making money off of what somebody's doing. And anytime you're making money off of anything, the game that is being played, it calls you to want more money. And it causes you to engage yourself in whatever little sneaky processes you can to get more money than what you are actually deserve based upon the system that you set in play. So why play that game, ladies and gentlemen? You play it because it's the only game you know. I'm saying to you, and I'm saying it one more time, there is a God. I don't know. All I know is power for all existence. And I also know this. There's a right way of doing things, and there's a messed up way of doing things. And I know the result of both. One is what I explained to you. The other is what we're having today. But I want everybody in this listening to this message. When you are having, say, what's going on in America today, we cannot point a finger at one another, because that's all we're doing, pointing fingers. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter what side you're on. It takes both of you for this bull to continue. All it has to do with the serious one, the one that's really, really serious, will stand up and resist playing the game. and they would demand that the game is played righteous. That's what they would do. And as long as they don't do this, you have the same old saying go, when they go low, you go lower. That's all the game is being played. That's what the guys are telling you to do today. Somebody said, if when they go low, you go high. And now they're putting that down, saying that's crazy. If they go low, then you go lower. You show them. That's like the tigers and the alligators and the jungles or wherever they are, they're eating each other up. Ah, come on. Yeah, we got to grow beyond that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take the message to understand that you got politicians pointing another finger at somebody else, laughing, talking about what they have done and what get us in, and this is what's going to happen. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen until you, the people, make the decision. Putting one person up there trying to represent some constituency means nothing, because the constituency is all crooked. What I mean by crooked, they got different perspectives on this issue, and they don't jive together. So how can this guy or a female that's supposed to be representing you get something that's going to satisfy you? Well, no, he has to present it before you and say, this is what I want. And this is what I believe you want. Tell me if you do. If you do want it, then put me in office and we together will see that this is done. But I'm going to put me in and I'm going to get the thing done for you is another con game. Another con game. I say if this guy says he want to be your politician, if he want to be your representative, he wants to do something, ask him, what's your plan? Show us your plan. Don't just come here talking this smut to us. I want to know what your plan is. How you going to implement this plan? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, come on. Now, if he falls short of what we're trying to do, we know what we want. So let's fill in the gap. Fill in the gap to make sure that we all on the same page. We going for the heavenly thing now. We ain't going low. We are not going to hell just because somebody threatened us. No. Not the God that I serve, not the power that I serve, not the love that I serve going to allow it. Now, when I was telling you over here about everybody over here pointing fingers, somebody will. And if it doesn't matter if you're over there calling yourself a Christian, it doesn't matter if you're over there calling yourself a Muslim or Buddha or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever God you serve is allowing you to follow that path straight to hell. Whatever God you're serving. And I'm not talking about you straighten up trying to tell somebody what to do. I'm telling you what the truth is. The truth is you resisting what they are demanding that you do. Don't be, and when they ask you why you're doing it, then you tell them why you're doing it. You're representing something else, and you're not causing them no harm. You just ain't taking that word that they're giving. That's all you do. Stand up. Stand up. Well, let me see. Did I leave out anything? I think I hit it. I did a little bit longer than I had planned to, but it got good. I think I might have said something to somebody. And so until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.